Hello everyone, it's the Caffeinated Gamer, and I am on caffeine. Welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime. In the last episode, we defeated the Parasite Queen, escaped the crashing frigate, ran into Ridley, and lost all of our power-ups. So we basically had no choice but to land on Tallon IV and start exploring. And let's do that right now. Oh, what a fantastic way to start. Don't ever go back on the ship. So, there's one thing you'll notice. There's 5 exits to this room as indicated by the blue squares, and we really can't go through most of them. We need a lot of power-ups to go through some of them, like the missing morph ball or some other power-ups that we'll get later on. So, we'll just go through this door, which is really the only way we can go. And this episode is going to have a lot of narration in it because there's a lot of new scans. So let's start. Beetle, burrowing insect with a resilient carapace, extremely aggressive. Insect's massive mouth enables it to tunnel through solid rock at high speeds. Above ground, beetles can cover short distances rapidly. They attack anything that moves near their lair. Pretty simple early game enemy, easy to dispatch, gives you power-ups easily. Sapsac. Chemical reaction within sac produces violent explosion when agitated. Because of its irresistible odor and sweet nectar, the sapsac was nearly eaten out of existence. The evolution of an explosive chemical sac saved it. Now only brave or indigenous creatures dare to devour it. Pretty much, if anything has a logbook entry, it can be interacted with, and by interacted with, I mean shoot it. So here's... oh, hold on. Blast cap. Volatile chemicals within this weed's toxic fungal cap may explode if agitated. The poisonous flesh of the blast cap helps keep it from being eaten. It also detonates its fungal cap when it senses even slight contact. So, thing that can basically be blasted. And, oh, lost my Wiimote. And gives health power-ups and missile power-ups as evidenced by that. Here's a classic Metroid. Oh wow, my Wiimote. Classic Metroid enemy. No, not that. There it is. Zoomer anchors itself to walls and other surfaces. Avoid contact with spikes. A basic nerve center located directly above the zoomer's mandibles detects nutrients. Sharp spines protect it from casual predators, but the lack of a reinforced carapace makes the zoomer vulnerable to any indirect attacks. So, just like in the original Metroid, just shoot it. I actually love the Brinstar overworld theme. Nice remix of the... or, not the Brinstar overworld theme. The Tallon overworld theme. Nice remix of Brinstar. Gamer, wall-crawling mollusk with retractable spikes. The Gamer is an evolutionary offshoot of the Zoomer family. When threatened, it extends lethal spikes and retracts its head deep into its armored carapace. This actually isn't the way to go. I'm just going and getting some scans that can be acquired this way. We're gonna run into a dead end, actually. Alright. Bloodfire, able to eject toxic spores. Toxins are poisonous even to the bloodfire itself. 3 mouth nodules protrude from the stalk beneath the flower, each with a rudimentary brain cluster and the ability to spew toxic fumes at anything within a 5-meter radius. The spores ejected from the stigma at the center of the flower are sufficient to kill this creature if they explode in its vicinity. There we go. Another scan. Tangleweed, plant life with basic sentience, retracts underground if threatened. Tangleweeds are only dangerous to small organisms. They are covered in tiny barbs designed to trap potential meals. Tangleweeds lack the strength to do anything more than hinder larger life forms. Another scan. There is a blast shield on the door blocking access. Analysis indicates that the blast shield is invulnerable to beam weapons. Explosive weapons may damage it. So if you'll notice, when I shoot it, the shots are being reflected. Door cannot be opened with that weapon. Obviously, that's something we'll have to deal with later. But, again, that'll be later. So let's go down this way. We'll skip these beetles. And head through here. And we'll head through to the Chozo Ruins. Like most other Metroid games, this game, all the areas are connected by elevators, so we'll actually be heading to our first major area of the game, the Chozo Ruins. have the scan visor equipped at all times. Alright, so occasionally the map will give you hints on where to go next. If you like to explore and have the feeling of being all alone with no help whatsoever, go ahead and turn them off, but I'm just going to keep them on since I pretty much know where to go anyway. But it's a good thing to have. Alright, Chozo lore. The history of the Chozo stretches back into ancient times, so far into the fog of the past that we know not where our ancestors came from. One thing is clear, however, the Chozo who colonized Tallon IV made a conscious choice to eschew a civilization of advanced technology. We Chozo chose to live in harmony with nature, guided by the providence of the universe. We believe we will spend peaceful days here and plan to leave our worlds from time to time. So that begs the question, where are they? That's the thing I like about the Metroid Prime series, though. It doesn't just spoon-feed you the story. You have to discover the story through scans and logs, like the pirate logs or the Chozo lore. It really gives you a feeling of, you know, discovery and investigation. You did it on your own. You didn't just have it fed to you. And I like that in a story. Gives it a lot more interactivity. Let's just get rid of these beetles. Pretty simple enemies to get rid of. And I'll just skip you. Wait a minute. Nope, can't be scanned. It's just nothing anyway. Alright, let's go through this door. Scan visor on. And a new enemy. Scarab, exploding parasites that can embed their bodies in solid rock. Scarabs think nothing of sacrificing themselves for the safety of their swarm. When a hostile lifeform is sighted, they block its progress by embedding themselves in floors and walls. Embedded scarabs violently self-destruct when threatened. These are pretty much like the parasites. Simple enemies that just give you a lot of power-ups if you need them. And another enemy. Ion, a mobile organism is entirely composed of ocular tissue. Capable of launching sustained energy beams when active, the Ion is sensitive to light and will close shut if a bright flash ignites nearby. So pretty much the best we can do right now is shoot them. We'll be able to kill them later when we get power-ups like the charge beam and the missile launcher. But we'll just... Yep, that hurt. We'll be able to just shoot them to get rid of them. Alright. Many long years have passed since we Chozo first took root in this land. The passage of time has always been a source of fascination to us. It is the belief of many Chozo sages that the truths of the universe hide within the tumbling currents of time's flow. Even as we search for answers there, however, we find illumination in other unexpected places. We know not how the ability has come to us, but recently many Chozo have begun to sense things beyond the realm of ordinary perception. Strange sights and inexplicable sensations flood our minds, filling us with visions. We take this growing ability to be a sign of our burgeoning harmonization with the infinite. Perhaps, finally, the universe's secrets are becoming known to us. So it seems like they're evolving psychically. Get rid of those enemies. Scan that. Does not appear important. Alright. I'll just ignore it then. More scans. War Wasp, airborne insect equipped with venomous stinger capable of shearing steel. The War Wasp rarely strays far from its hive unless it is pursuing an immediate threat. It attacks with no regard for its own survival, dive-bombing its enemy with stinger extended. Fast-working toxins from the stinger can incapacitate most smaller organisms. So it's a kind of obnoxious flying enemy, but nothing too dangerous. Can be dangerous if your aiming sucks, though. So there's something there, we can't quite get to it yet. So that red highlighted text indicates something that can be destroyed with a later power-up. I'll get to them as I explore power-ups. And here we are at a save station. I'm actually not going to cut the episode here. I'll be able to keep going. I mean, we're only 10 minutes in. Probably be fine. Got something interesting. I've got a surprise at the end of the episode anyway. Let's head through this door. Scan visor on. Nope, doesn't appear to be anything. Let's get rid of the scarabs and we'll head on through. You know, I'm just gonna skip these guys. They don't... Oh. Yeah, I'll just skip them. Oh, I'm in trouble. Well, I guess I won't be skipping these guys after all. I kinda need the health. Alright. I think health stays for an infinite time. It doesn't have a time limit. Oh. Not having any luck, am I? Oh, nope, I guess they do disappear. Oh well, not really gonna try for that one anyway. Probably lose more health than I'll get from it if I fall in the water. Alright, new enemy. Plasmite, small insect capable of storing and releasing thermal energy. Plasmites are attracted to sources of heat, thriving on the energy present there. They emit light when hunting and will expel small bursts of thermal energy when threatened. Normally I wouldn't want to kill these guys because, as you can see, the room got darker when I killed it, but I'm going to kill them in desperation. Hopefully I'll get some health. Here we go. New scan. Large energy replenishes 20 units of energy. So basically just better small energy, obviously. Head on through here. And this is an interesting room. This is the room that the map was telling us about. And as you can see there, there's a missile. Maybe our missing missile launcher? It's possible. So, obviously this is going to be a boss encounter, and it's a limited scan, like always, and the important thing to note with this one is that it's actually composed of two separate scans. You gotta scan both of them. Hive Mech, a security unit programmed to work with predatory hive dwellers. A design flaw makes the shielding on the Hive Mecha weak around their access ports. These units are second-generation combat drones able to interface with organic units at a higher level. They train, shelter, and work with hive-dwelling predators. Unarmed, they rely on their hive beasts to handle any threats. There's the first... Nope, don't want to scan that. That was the first scan. Here's the second scan. Ram War Wasp, airborne predator, circles its prey and then strikes. The War Wasps are the only species on Tallon IV to evolve a true hive mind. Nesting in dark, damp places, the Ram War Wasps emerge in small groups when threatened and circle the enemy at high speeds, disorienting it. Striking from all sides as a single intelligence, they can fell huge organisms. So this is a pretty simple boss encounter. You just gotta take on the kill the War Wasps. A good strategy is to just fire at a row, and as soon as you dispatch all the War Wasps, you gotta basically blast this thing, and when it spins, it means you finish that phase, and then more War Wasps will spawn. But anyway, a good strategy is to basically just fire at a row. If you hit one, it'll stop temporarily, and then you can blast it some more. Not exactly guaranteed to do anything, but it'll help. And obviously you'll have greater success if you hit a row with more War Wasps. And also keep an eye on the radar in the top right corner, left corner. You'll if War Wasps are if there are stationary dots, it means a War Wasp is stationary and is going to be easier to hit. And when they screech like that, you pretty much just jump to dodge. It's pretty straightforward boss. Oh, almost had it. And obviously it's easier if the last War Wasp is right near the mecha. You won't miss the mecha as much. Oh. Ow, that hurt. Depending on how long this will take, I may just halt the recording, but I think I'm almost done with the boss. Well, I am almost done with the boss. I've just got one more phase left. But this phase will definitely take the longest, as we have a lot more wasps to deal with. Nope. Well, somehow I dodged that. This is fun, just shooting at nothing half the time. Had you? Oh, don't fall in the water. You'll lose a lot of health if you do that, obviously. Oh, there's a stationary one. Kill you. Okay, let's get rid of you. No, oh, almost had him. There you go. Alright, find the hive. There it is. Yeah, got it. That was relatively easy. Alright, so there's the missile launcher. Oh, something else I forgot to mention. The doors that you're about to see are going to get destroyed by the missile launcher are also limited time because they don't respawn, obviously. So scan it before you blast it with the missile launcher. The earlier the better. There we go. And there's something else. Oh, I don't want to scan that. I don't care about that. I care about that, the energy tank. So, as you can see in the top of the screen, I got another square above my energy. Basically, is another 100 points of energy. Pretty self-explanatory. More health means you'll survive longer. So this is a pretty full episode. I got a missing item back. I have a few things left to do, but as soon as you reach the save station back there, probably get to call it quits. Head through here. Now down here, there's a door being blocked by a missile door, so let's get rid of that. And let's grab this map station. So as you can see, the area is quite a bit more expansive than the pirate frigate was, which only makes sense. I mean, the pirate frigate was just a tutorial level, and this is, you know, a full-fledged area. Come on, door, open. Alright, so let's head on through. And I think we're going to call it quits here. So, in the next episode, I'll be exploring where the missile launcher can take me. So, see you guys tomorrow.